back. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Empire After Show. We are back after 4 weeks. It's been forever. I'm Jaleesa, and I'm joined here by my amazing co-host,
Melvin Jackson Jr.
and Jabbar Lewis.
We're so glad to be back with you guys. But before we get started and recap these past 2 episodes, we want to take a moment because the last time we were together, it was prior to the presidential election. And we know we just had the election and there's a lot of emotions and people are feeling different ways about it. And so we want to take a moment to share some of our brief thoughts and then we'll jump right into the Empire recap. So, fellas.
What do we think about the election?
Man, I was definitely surprised. I think that, it just goes to show that if voting power, and I guess we can't, we want to make, decisions and try to judge, but I guess we have to at least first give them a chance, an opportunity to fail before we judge them. So just like any other man or woman, I believe a person needs a fair shot to make his mistakes, and then we go from there.
Yeah, and I think the positive and optimistic part comes in because a lot of people do ask me, how do you stay so positive and optimistic about such a tough time like this and a hateful person? And I say, I learned from my ancestors when, we can all take their resilience from them. When tough times happen, they pick themselves up and said, okay, what can we do to keep moving forward? And I think we always say history repeats itself, but how often do we say that in a positive light?
Right.
So we have to keep pushing, keeping going forward. Like, Donald Trump's not going to stop me from my goals in 2017.
Right.
That's how I feel. I just keep positive.
Yeah, I definitely, one thing that I am happy about is I think for so long, people of color, we've spoke about injustices and racism, and people have told us like, oh no, we've progressed. We have a black president. We have this going on. And I think this election has shown, it's exposed America for what it truly is. And I think we have to remember that, without getting too deep into it, but we have to remember that the whole concept and idea of even being white was built on the destruction of black bodies, of our communities, of indigenous people as well. And I think we have to acknowledge that historical context to move forward. But I'm happy, what I'm hoping is that now we're all in the same boat. Now you can't say, before people thought they lived in privilege, so you were different from the boys in Chicago, in the streets of Chicago. You were different than the people of the LGBT community that have been struggling, of Muslims, of Hispanics, of so many different people. Now we all in the same boat. Yeah. Now we all at risk. And I'm just hoping that we'll come together in solidarity. But what I do want to say is protecting your peace of mind is very important. Our time on earth is limited regardless of what religious background you have. So protect your spirit. Don't be on social media too much. And take care of yourselves. But, at least out of it, we got Kamala Harris. So we want to congratulate her. It's a win for women, and especially women of color, that we have her in the Senate. And she's definitely done a lot in California. So we look forward to seeing what she does on a broader scale. So we have some hope. So congratulations to Kamala.
Yes.
Really looking forward to her. Happy for her. And it's crazy because SNL just did a recent skit, and they showed they said, oh, congratulations. This is the first time we have so many of women of color in the Senate, and they did a quick scroll through. It's like 4 women, and they were like, we made history with just 4. So it shows how far we have to go, but this is a step forward in the right direction, and I certainly voted for her, so I'm happy to see that she's there. Yeah. But now to Empire. 4 weeks hiatus for the boring World Series or whatever, for all you baseball fans out there.
The Cubs.
We are back with 2 great episodes.
Yes.
That I loved. So let's break down, because we're recapping so much, we want to do it in this short period. Let's start with each character. So Taraji, Cookie, a lot going on. Are we excited?
I love Cookie right now. Yes. Cookie knows what she wants. She's playing hard to get, but she knows what she wants right now. She knows how to get it, and she knows how to keep people on edge and stuff. So I'm feeling Cookie right now. Which I feel.
I'm surprised that she hasn't given him none yet. I was actually very surprised by that. I had to step back and go, I thought maybe it happened. And so this tweet, this is funny. This was from the episode before last, when Cookie, we love Cookie right now because she's back to her old ways with Hakeem. She's grabbed him by his face. and she like, you better listen to your mama.
Remember the first season, she whooped him with the broom.
Yeah.
Exactly, which was a very classic scene. So we're glad the old Cookie is back. But I definitely think the old Cookie would have gave Angelo some already.
Yes,
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
What's the holdup?
I think she's changed. She thinks she really likes him, and so she's kind of like trying to do things differently.
That's smart. I mean, I'm not mad at Cookie for that. What about what's going on with her and like Lucious? What are y'all thoughts on that? He's over.
They are just drifting.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm your business people to me now. I don't care about you no more, Lucious. You're the father of my kids. You run Empire. That's it. Bye. Close curtains.
Yeah, that whole wedding thing kind of messed that up. She was there, and then that wedding situation was just, it's a wrap.
That's classic Empire though. Empire has its issues. We're gonna show a funny. Somebody put up something about Empire having its issues, and it had me cracking up. Like,
Empire got problems, issues, drama, secrets, news, black men, you name it.
everything with Empire, like, it's crazy.
Everything.
Videos is so hilarious.
I love the internet, by the way, because they make a joke out of anything, but they have a lot going on. So Lucious, first of all, can we address that Lucious was getting his perm?
Oh my, yeah.
I want him to stop getting this perm.
I don't know no
That was just for you.
gangsta
That was just for
didn't
you.
get a perm in
He
front
said,
of
look, my head
everybody.
burning.
That was just for you. That was because you don't like his hair. He said, I'm going to do it.
Lucious, so, okay, Lucious has, this Empire stream is like his life.
Yeah.
Well, at least we answered our question. He does get a perm. His hair's not naturally like that.
That is true,
We've
because
been
we were
saying that.
wondering.
On the show, they like, we're going to get it
I was
right.
like, he is sitting there getting his perm done. This is crazy, but Empire stream is his life.
Yeah.
We're seeing, like, every time you start to like Lucious a little bit and understand him, Empire reminds you why you don't like him, and they bring him back to his old character.
Yeah.
He's getting back to like just the way he's being, but the scene with French Montana was funny when French was like, "Do I look like somebody that I had something?"
Right.
I was laughing because I was like, "No,
No,
he
you
doesn't.
don't.
You don't. You don't look like French. You don't look like you know how to hack anything."
Right.
But that's clearly Lucious' priority. Like this. Do we even know what shows up on the stream?
No.
They haven't.
It's just the music,
like,
right?
Is it music?
Right.
I know
The
they streamed
music.
Hakeem's performance. Is
Right.
it like a
How many
Spotify?
people are even signed to Empire? I feel like there's not enough artists for them to be having a full stream.
They got
What are
like-
they doing?
They
Repeats?
got like the whole U.S. as a stream. They're like, we got 12 billion users.
Right.
And it's continuously growing.
Right.
It's so much going on with Lucious. And then we have Jamal. Our baby Jamal is struggling
Y'all
with
feeling
addiction.
Jamal right now?
It's not that I'm not feeling him, but I feel sorry for him. Like, Jamal is going through addiction right now. Like, he is addicted to these meds.
That is true.
But on the brighter side, he got some cute little boos that he's balancing. Because that producer and the new dude, Philip, whatever.
Right, with the program.
They're both very, very attractive. But in other news, so Jamal is going through his addiction. We almost lost him.
Yeah.
They thought it was an overdose.
We blacked out.
But
He
he blacked out. And he was freaking out when he woke up. Like, what the hell
Right.
is this? So you're not feeling Jamal right now?
No, I'm just over the sappy, sad Jamal. He's been doing that from first season. I want Jamal to be just putting out hits. I think he's the most talented out of Hakeem and Jamal. I feel like he has the most potential. I mean, Hakeem, he raps, his songs are fire right now, but Jamal can be so much better, like musically wise and like stardom wise.
His issues, he just wants to be somber.
That is true.
Like, even when the producer played the song and it was good, it was upbeat, I was feeling it. Jamal was like, no, I don't like that. Cut all of that. It's too busy. Why do you want to be so sad?
It's like Beyonce wanted to be an underground like artist in New York. He's like too big. He has his platform. You can't do that now.
Exactly.
But let's talk
You gotta
about
adjust.
how the dude didn't even want to call 911. He could have if that whole time him calling somebody else.
It was smart though, because he wasn't dead.
But what if
and what if the
It's
people
crazy.
were
It's that
outside?
fame thing, right?
Yeah.
He was more concerned about the publicity of it and of people seeing that Jamal's dealing with this than he was with his health. What I didn't get was, so Jamal calls the friend first. The friend goes straight to voicemail. He don't leave a message. But then you call a boo, his phone goes straight to voicemail too, and you leave a message then. Like, why you ain't call a guy in the first place?
Right.
But it's sad that he's kind of contributing to his behavior because he told him, like, oh, you need to go back on your meds. It's like, so it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with this addiction. And I think it's interesting because Jamal's always been a favorite of everybody.
Yeah.
So the fact that the writers are taking one of our favorite characters and having him deal with something so real, I think it's like a little bit shocking us and throwing us off. But it'll be interesting to see like where that goes, how that plays out. Hakeem.
Yeah.
I love Hakeem this season.
Hakeem is dope right now.
Yeah, his songs are fire.
I mean, his mental of like the girl problem is like still his old immature self, but like his songs and his
swag,
attitude.
His swag.
Oh my God.
Hakeem got his swag back.
Yeah.
Like what when he told Tiana like, so your ex Snapchat blew her kiss. I was like, go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead, Hakeem. Look,
Oh, last episode.
Oh my gosh, we have to address that fight.
Oh, that
fight had my heart beating.
He got
fight,
everybody.
I have to say to the Empire writers, that was the best and most authentic scene that Empire has ever had. It felt very natural. Like, I feel like they really, really got into their characters.
Right.
It was hilarious, though.
Yeah.
First of all, Jamal was making fun of Hakeem, like, oh, now we claiming chicks
right,
all
right,
for nothing
right.
now. Now we just claiming chicks. And he called Jamal fake Frank Ocean.
He came at everybody's
went
neck. He said to Andre, he said, you were saying you kept keeping secrets, but, you know, you weren't real to me. And then he said to Jamal, you were always kissing your boyfriend even when you were young.
Yes.
I was just like...
It was crazy. He had his little spaz moment.
Yeah.
And but I enjoyed, like, seeing that scene between them. You can definitely tell personally, like, they have relationships. They've grown and probably built that brotherhood because it felt very natural. But that was definitely like an epic scene. What else is going on with Hakeem? He's off of Tiana, which I love.
For right now, as far as we know. He's on Nessa, Andre's boo.
Andre's boo.
How do you feel about Nessa and
Andre got a boo.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm loving Andre with the boo.
I loved Andre always because, one, he was always that business person, but he was always, from the start, I realized he was always in front of everyone else. Yeah. From the start, I'm like, Andre is always one-upping everybody, even Lucious.
Yeah.
He's Lucious' son.
I like that he's getting his, even though like Andre, the actor, he's an attractive guy, but I feel like they always previously tried to just rely on that and think like women would gravitate toward him. But he just didn't have any sex appeal to me. Like, to me, it was just like, oh, whatever, he's a good-looking guy, but he doesn't have anything. It's something about his relationship with Nessa and the fact that he's, like, having to pursue her and just playing. It's giving him a little bit more sex appeal, which is, like, what I think his character was lacking, that even Hakeem and Jamal has. Like, women love Jamal more than they talk about Andre. So I think, like, you know, it's giving him that.
And Andre was like, you need to back down to Hakeem. He was like, you need to pipe down. Like,
it was so cute. It was so funny because when he first came in, it made it seem like, I just want to have a conversation with my brother. And he got like, Hakeem, Andre will beat your behind. Like, he is way bigger than him. He's crazy.
No, Andre, crazy mental still.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
But it's so funny because Hakeem always reminds us that he's the baby. Because he's like a little boy. Yeah. Like, he's like, Nessa was like, listen, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm going to do my song with you, and then I'm going to go be with your brother.
Right.
What are our thoughts on him bringing Nessa to the thing? To the drop-off?
It's kind of tricky. I was like, man, can he really trust her? Like, because I was like, what is he bringing her to? And I'm like, wow. And I was like, is this going to change her demeanor about him? Is she going to, like...
We got to remember who her brother is, too. Her brother is... You know,
that's true. He's forgetting a little bit of that. I think he's bringing her in because deep down, Andre needs a woman to provide him with guidance and direction. Like Rhonda was in his ear telling him, you need to do this, you need to win Empire, you need to do that. And now he needs that. He doesn't have that anymore. So I think it's like he's bringing Nessa in because he's hoping that she'll be like the person he can share his secrets with. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes.
I don't believe this age gap. I mean, I feel like Nessa is young and he's older.
That's true.
I don't believe that.
And people are, and Sean is just like, whatever, it happened, it is what it is. That's real. She does seem very young. I don't know though. She also looks young. They never really reveal anything about their ages like that. Like I can't tell.
Yeah, never.
Maybe she's in her early 20s and Andre's like 30.
Like really early 20s,
That's what I said.
30s,
Who knows? Empire, can we get like a tweet? Can y'all tweet us and let us know how old these characters are? We need that information. Let's move along. So now let's dive a little bit away from the recap and into the actual. It's a lot of relationships going on right now. All at once, a lot of different things. So we have Taraji and Angelo, and right now Angelo is doing his mayor campaign. and Taraji broke up with him.
Yeah.
For a second, until the end of the episode, when she saw he took her side and took woman's right, took off his shirt.
He's like, okay.
But she didn't call him.
No.
So we don't know what's
gonna
happen. We don't know what's gonna happen. I want them.
Yeah, I think they'll get back together.
They need to be together.
I think that what he showed her was like, okay, he really going hard. He got my back.
He's a rider. Yes. Yes. Just Tina Torres. Yes, Angelo is the real MVP. He is. He is. Like, he came in here.
I even thought, when I was watching, I was like, that's smooth.
And he's like a real man. Like, Lucious has been the man in her life all her life, and he's brought nothing really but destruction. Like, you have this empire, but in terms of a man actually like riding with you, Lucious did her dirty. So you have somebody that's showing you, he's trying to show her like, listen, I'm there for you, I support you, I'm here. He fired the guy. He was like, done. Bye. Fire. I fire anybody who disrespects you.
They're gonna be together. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing like the next episode, how that works out. And then we have Lucious is so funny. Lucious and Cookie, when he introduced her and he tried to do that
she
long.
took the mic, she's like, give me the mic.
She was like, thank you.
Lucious stupid.
Lucious
and Anika.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Oh,
yes.
you almost want them to get back together because it's like it's something
They're
there.
both evil still. Anika, last episode, we didn't get to last episode. Anika came in and saved the day like a superhero between him and Shine, and I was like, oh, she's not in this season a lot, but she's still there. She's still in the know.
She still has her agenda. What's up with Lucious calling the baby, like saying daddy, and they just okay with that?
And it's weird, like you don't really see Hakeem really interact with him, so it's almost like it is Lucious' baby. It's just weird. It's really weird
story.
Lucious and Anika, they're back. How do we feel about it? Tweet us. Empire After Show is the hashtag. Join our Facebook group, Empire After Show. Let us know what you think, what your thoughts are. I'm loving seeing Anika more. Like, I'm a fan of hers. I like her being brought back in the scene. It'll be interesting if she joins Empire again as the A&R, how that dynamic plays.
Talking about A&R, let's talk about Becky and that white executive.
She was mad. She was about to be
She's stupid, though.
She's stupid.
She knew that was going to happen.
She could have brought her idea directly to Cookie. She could have said, oh, this is my idea. She knew that was
already crossed you. Once you cross me in this music game, you're done.
Bye. But
just
you know
Lucious.
what I'm happy is, and this is a tip because people deal with that professionally. Like, people are in their workplace and there's people taking their ideas regardless of what you do. At the end of the day, if you do not have the skill set or the talent, it will eventually show.
That is true.
Because if she just stops helping him, and the lawyer, he's like, listen, I'm going to show you how to really get back at somebody. He's going to eventually show that he don't know what the hell he's doing.
That's going to come out.
Yeah.
I love how she was petty, though. She told Tiana, like, oh, I'm not on your team anymore. Sorry, I don't know. Tiana over there crying.
Right.
Speaking of that, Tiana and Romeo, what a jerk.
It's a wrap.
He's done with the season. He's out.
No, he's still there.
He's still there.
He
got beat up.
Is he done because he got beat up?
Might be.
He might come back because he wasn't really the hacker. It might be something going on there. But what was up with why he flipped on Tiana like that?
Cause I don't know.
Was something released on them?
He did like the Snapchat. He put the Snapchats like, oh, you was whacking bad anyway.
No, well, because it was something that because of, well, I don't know if it was because of the hacking, if that led to that, or what. It just was out of the blue.
Yeah, it seemed really random. That's true. They didn't really give us the background of why that falling out happened. I'm really not feeling Tiana anyway this season.
You know, I finally pointed out who Tiana is as an artist in the real world. It's Tinashe. Her sound, her dance
that's
move.
a good one.
I was just thinking about her songs and listening to how the way she moves, and I'm like, she is Tinashe in the real world.
Even though, to be real, I love Tinashe, but she don't even know her sound right now. That's a side note, but it seems like her team is trying to pull her in sexy, all type of directions. But she had a good album. She had a good album, so y'all should check that out. That's a good one, Tinashe. I get a lot of, they're trying to give her Rihanna vibes. Yeah. That little, like,
we don't know.
A little bit of that. Yeah. We talked a little bit about Nessa and Dre already, so we don't have to dive too deep into that. I think they're going to continue to get closer because Nessa has her agenda of wanting to be a big star on her own. Right now, they're pairing her with Empire artists. And then Dre has his agenda now that he's the president of the Empire Stream. I think we're going to see them kind of get closer, and it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts his brotherhood with Hakeem.
Right.
And then we have Jamal and Hakeem and Dre, because they had like
Yeah,
their
they
little
have a little
beef.
beef.
But that's Empire.
Soft, yeah.
That'll be on and off.
Mhm.
And then Andre and Lucious. That's interesting because I feel like they're getting closer because Lucious is thinking and respecting
telling
something. So
you.
Andre might get him right where he wants
Andre is Lucious's son.
Yeah.
him.
They
He's the-
reminded us that like that's Lucius Jr.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's right. Andre is Lucious Jr. He's finally gonna get what he wants.
Yeah.
Probably not take over the complete empire, but he's gonna make a mistake somewhere though. Lucious is always
Absolutely.
ahead of somebody.
He's gonna have to, yeah. That's what makes me love Empire so much is because Andre's always one step ahead of people, and then Lucius is another step ahead of. So it's gonna be like this.
And
Them
then
two.
Right.
Tariq is getting closer
Yeah.
because he found who. First of all, what hitman
Going
puts an email that got the price
Right.
crazy.
of who they paid? But it's gonna be interesting to find out who they spoke to that had the connection with jail. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna like all somehow be connected. And then where Pretty Guy's been at?
Pretty good.
She out of jail.
You see that
That's
one
true.
time? Now she's.
Empire all over the place.
They all, it's a lot going on. We
Yeah.
need to get a hold of it. But let's get into this music.
Yes.
The music
Crazy
has been
good.
great. It's been so much great music. I had to write down it so much.
Mhm.
Okay, let's address Tiana's song from the previous episode, the Starlight. I was feeling that record.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Rihanna's The Shine Bright Like a Diamond.
Mhm, exactly.
That type of
Mhm.
like vibe.
Because I knew I wasn't really feeling that when it was just weird. I don't know. Sometimes you're just so used to certain things, so you hear something like maybe take it a couple times to get used to it. But Hakeem's stuff is always like fire. So I'm
Hakeem
always
has
a
the
fan
best
of it.
music.
Can we talk
Yeah.
about Hakeem and Nessa's song just for a second?
Yeah.
It's so good.
I gotta hear the whole song.
I
I
play
gotta
that
go
in
hear
my
it.
in my car, and I just feel it. Like I feel that.
Wait,
song.
is it on? Like, can I listen to it
You
on
listen-
Spotify?
Yeah, you know it's uploaded right after the episode's
Oh,
over.
I have
Yeah.
to listen to it. It's a really good song, and their performance was cute, even
Right.
with her, talking to Dre,
Yeah.
doing
And
her
Hakeem pulling
little-
her back.
having her moment. But it was a really really cute song, and we haven't seen that in a while because they used to do that with Hakeem and Tiana.
Right.
But then we had a little hiatus, and I think Hakeem works well with the ladies. And shout out to the actor who plays Hakeem because he does his job with his like
Fresh air,
movements
yeah.
in the studio
Fresh
and
air Gray.
everything.
Right.
Hakeem's diss record.
Mm.
Can we talk about how he dissed the whole like he did a whole My thing is Hakeem already had those bars.
Absolutely.
Why you even had them when you were supposed to do
Yeah,
the performance
right.
with Jamal?
Right.
Why was you ready like that?
Because Hakeem checked Jamal when they were at that rehearsal. He was like, I don't need, my fans are there. Yours is about to last.
Right.
One more
Which he was
performance.
right.
He was right.
He was right because Jamal was doing a lot of no. It needs to be like this, and he's
Exactly.
like, "Hold up, you the one that's losing your your
Right.
fans."
I'm
not
helping
me.
you out.
So we haven't seen Free to Gas yet, but it looks like she'll eventually work with Shine because Shine mentioned that he was trying to work with her. So that'll be interesting to see. The music's been great, so let us know what you think. Comment on YouTube, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. We tend to try to live tweet so we can talk about the music in real time. I'll personally be listening to the song
Right.
after Spotify. But let's transition to let's talk about see some of y'all Twitter comments. Twitter's always interesting when you watch Empire. I don't know how people watch TV before the internet.
and-
I know we did it as kids, but it's just so much more interesting. So let's look at some of these tweets and what people
It's hard to take tweets and write notes down too, as like for us.
Right.
Like you're watching a show and you reading some tweets and you screenshot it and then you taking notes too.
yes,
It's hard. We got a
we
hard
do
job.
a lot to try to get ready for y'all. We do
Right.
a lot to try to get ready for y'all. But y'all had some funny tweets, so we're gonna look at them.
Right.
There's so many, so I couldn't even have them all pulled up. But so we have Nuff said New York. Shout out to New York. He said Andre didn't even flinch. He was ready to go meet Rhonda in the afterlife and have more ghost threesomes.
This is when
Empire Fox.
This is when Shine had the gun up, about to shoot him. Then Nessa came and saved the day. But Andre was like,
Andre was saying, but he was scared though.
he was.
They showed us that he was scared because right after he had that like sigh of relief. But that's real. He was definitely ready to go and meet Rhonda and be like, all right, let's have this little.
And meet their child.
That was kind of. But my thing is, what's up with everybody's security? Because
Right.
Shine was just up in your house. Romeo had bust up in Hakeem and Jamal little thing while they was filming. Empire, y'all need
But
to
you know that.
step
But you
in.
know
That's
that. You know that was Lucious.
That was Lucious.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, that's true. Lucious did plan that. Lucious
Lucious
is sneaky.
petty. I hate him.
He's so sneaky. He's so sneaky. Let's see what else y'all talking about. Hazy O'Neal.
Oh yeah.
Cool Abby. Who got a little
Mhm.
beard popping with no hair though.
Joe Button.
It says,
Right.
Empire basically is a modern day Shakespeare story though. It is. And people don't realize, this nigga Lucious quoting Shakespeare. People don't realize that it's supposed to be that kind of like dramatic show. It's kind of a little bit of like satire,
You
making
know-
fun of those
Right.
like soap operas.
Right, and you know Empire named one of the episodes King Lear before.
Oh, they did. They
Yeah.
did. I missed that. I forgot that. Lucious definitely, but I believe that's Terrence Howard. Like I think that's just how he acts. I don't think like Lucious is a character. Terrence Howard is playing himself, and I wouldn't be surprised
To the
if
max.
if he just
Yeah.
if he just acted like that. Shout out Hazy O'Neal. Thanks for your tweet, keeping us entertained. What else y'all talking about? There's so much. Like people be having me cracking up at I am the biz. Bro, why Lucious got that do-rag on his head looking like that drunk uncle at every family barbecue?
Right, and he had a suit on one time with the do-rag on. It's like,
Right.
He loves the do-rag. But I guess that plays into his age. Like, they're old. So in real life, but he has money. So it surprises me. He got the do-rag. He
Real
got the
perm.
perm.
That
Keeping it-
perm threw me over.
I want them. Can we give Lucious a baldy? Can I see Lucious with a baldy?
That's gonna knock his boss off.
He'll look crazy. Thank you, I am the biz. People was feeling that. They really retweeted that. At Bills of Snark. Child, that waving Hakeem's head is so precise. You gotta wonder if Poseidon is his barber. Laughing my
Wait.
ass off Empire.
Well, the first
Hakeem
season,
haircut's been fly.
the first season of Empire, I had to find out who his barber was, who his stylist was, and I was just like, all right, barber, this is what I want because I need it, and because his haircuts is crazy.
No, his haircuts
good.
are fly. You did have, like last week, you had like a haircut that looked.
I
That
had
was
my
a little.
line. I had my line.
Hey!
Hey!
Y'all not getting that preview right
Right.
now, though. Yeah, no, Hakeem he's been fly. He's been on
Yeah.
point. Shout out to Hakeem for that. What else y'all talking about? At Bree twice. I find it funny how Lucia's gonna say your brother already got to her and he looked at Jamal. Now, you know damn well that is funny. Hakeem really looked at Jamal like
Right.
Jamal was messing with Nessa.
No,
but you
but
never know.
Jamal
'Cause he
was
was-
wishy-washy before.
Yep, he was messing with Sky.
Mhm.
He was definitely messing with Sky like Alicia Keys. And I think now we just our generation, not yours, Melvin. 'cause Melvin old head.
wow. All right.
No, but our generation
kids.
is definitely views sexuality more fluid, I think, than like older
Yeah, that
generations.
is
So
true.
nobody even.
That is true.
You
When
don't
get to
know.
our
Jamal could have
grandparents,
been. Yeah,
When
Jamal
you get
could have
to-
been.
Yeah.
He could have been messing with Nessa. Jamal's a cutie too. Like, who knows? I know the ladies love Jamal, but that's funny, Bree. Shout out to
But
that.
twice.
Empire Fox, Hakeem is going in. This is when he was dissing. Look at his face. Look at his face. And Lil Nada Queen B said, Hakeem out here looking like a fake something yard.
He
Was
wasn't.
that- he was definitely like crunking, like
Right.
he got the little shoulder thing he
The
does when
Timbs,
he
right?
be moving. That's hilarious. But look at that lineup though.
Right.
They not playing. They not playing.
believe.
I hate his hair for the new edition thing, by the way. This is just a side note. How they got his hair.
As old school, that was like what, 80s haircut?
That is true.
But it's like his actual hair. They
Yeah,
cut his
it's
hair.
cut-
It's
it's
not
cut,
a wig.
yeah.
His
No,
hair
it's
looks
cut.
funny because it's like it's used to being like that.
Right.
But yeah, Empire, they actually have some pretty good tweets. So whoever does the Empire Fox
Yeah, the
Twitter
social media,
handle
yeah.
is dope. But oh my gosh, we already, the time always flies by. CJ Torres said, Nessa was never your girl, Hakeem.
Ever.
Why you claiming her? She's beautiful though. She's beautiful.
Gorgeous. You know what she reminds me of? Kim Porter, a young Kim Porter.
Oh, I
Yeah.
could definitely see that. She has that vibe.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She's cool. But I don't know why everybody's fighting over the chick with the gangster brother. Like, I would not want to be
Yeah.
bothered just because of Shine. Like, Shine,
Tiana's cool. I'm going with Tiana.
yeah, I deal with her little bougie
Right,
behind.
right.
Like, I'll deal with her little attitude before I deal with anything else.
Right.
But thank you so much for y'all tweets. Y'all always keep us entertained when we're watching the show. It's hilarious. We have a break for Thanksgiving.
Again.
Look, Ariel said, "Bruh, who Hakeem Barber?"
Everybody's
People keep
feeling
talking
Hakeem,
about
yeah.
it. Well, if you can't get Hakeem Barber, go to Jabbar Barber.
Right.
Because he know how to do it as well.
Right.
So shout out to him if you in Los Angeles. But we have a break next week for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Mhm.
So everyone, have safe, happy holidays. Are y'all traveling?
Not until the next weekend. Going to
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah, I'd probably go to Arizona. Not sure yet, though.
Okay, I'll be here.
It's a busy life in LA. You can't
Yeah.
really be leaving town. It's too much calling.
It's
after you.
a lot going on in LA. But we
Yeah.
get a break from the Empire after show because Empire's taking another hiatus for the holidays. But then we'll be back the following week. So in the meantime, y'all can catch up on the Empire After Show episodes on YouTube. Check us out at thestream.tv. We're happy to be here engaging with you guys. Or catch us on Twitter or Facebook. Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes.
We will see you soon.
Thank you.
Hey.